Hi you guys, we hope you're having a great Saturday. Kona and I are here to discuss the Cartier Juste Clou Bracelet. If you've never joined us before, my name is Jennifer, this is Kona Bear, and we hope that you subscribe and always hit that notification bell so you know when we've uploaded our next video. Today will be a review, a 2-year wear and tear, and the pros and cons. This is how the bracelet looks. This is one whole piece of solid gold. This is in the pink gold. This was bought 2 years ago and the price has not increased. It's still $6,800. It was designed and released in 1970. They wanted an updated, more youthful version of the love bracelet. This is to symbolize love as the nail for love. This was bought by my husband for our 7-year anniversary. When we're starting to celebrate our 7th year anniversary, wedding anniversary, I asked my husband if we could go to the Cartier store because there's no Cartier around here. The closest would have been, I think, like in Chicago, and we're right smack dab in the middle of Missouri in the Midwest. So we were going to be going to Scottsdale, Arizona for a conference, and so we called the Cartier boutique there at the Fashion Square Mall and went ahead and went, and we take the taxi there and you go to the Cartier boutique and they've got lots of security guards around, and we're not used to shopping at places where lots of security. And went in and I pretty much got the nicest saleswoman. Her name was Michelle. Hi Michelle. She was from France, and so she knew a lot about the Cartier history. She asked what we're looking for, so I told her we were celebrating our wedding anniversary and we wanted to look at the love bracelet. So she took us and had us sit down, and she said sit down and relax, and the first thing she did was she brought out a little silver platter with 2, I think it was like Fuji water bottles for us to drink. And so I was like, oh, thank you so much. So I took it, and then my husband said, oh no, thank you. And so she thought that he wasn't happy with the Fuji. So is it called Fuji or Fiji? Fiji. And so then she was like, oh, we have Perrier. And he was like, no, no, no. So she goes off and he goes, do they got some Maalox? So she brought over the love bracelet like types, and she asked us what type we were looking for. So I basically just trusted her because I really didn't know what size I was. So she went ahead and took out like the different sizes and had me try them on. And when she has you try them on, they're like the molds. They're just the regular silver kind of molds, not the real bracelets. And once she found the right size, then she took out the different actual love bracelets, and they have them in the gold, the silver, and the rose gold, in thinner and also wider. So we tried on all of them. My husband was really worried because you can't take them off without somebody unscrewing 2 screws. Once it's locked on, like your lover's supposed to lock them on, and so that's why it's called the love bracelet. Only your lover can buy it for you and then lock it onto your wrist, and then it never comes off unless you have the special screwdriver to remove 2 screws, and then it comes apart like that. She had said that sometimes some of those screws came loose, or some of the screws, people had lost the screws, so it was hard to replace. Well, I do surgery, and at the time I was doing a lot of deliveries for obstetrics, and so he was concerned because it would be impossible for me to get off fast enough, especially in emergencies. So she brought out the Juste Clou, and when she put it on, she goes, I like this better on you, and I totally agree because it's just more edgy. To open it, you just lift on the head of the nail part right here. So you would just lift up on this part, and then it unsnaps. It clicks back. It's really easy, and Michelle told me to always put the nail towards you, pointing at you when you put the bracelet on. So when you put the bracelet on, you always point the nail towards you. So that pointing thing always has to be towards you. So pointing at you, and it clicks right on. Sales associate will always kind of size your wrist and let you know what is the correct fit. I can't remember what size this is. The weight of it is weighty, but it's nothing that's very, very uncomfortable, and so I don't even notice it now. Whenever the number one con is that if I have a sweater this will catch on it and it'll literally go through the sweater because it'll catch on anything because it's not a solid round thing. This goes through my sweaters, but that's it. It hasn't gone through regular clothes, just really like my big bulky Free People sweaters. It'll go through there. I needed something more sturdy because of our dogs, and I didn't want anything to like tear because I used to have this really delicate bracelet that I loved and it just broke off because whenever they jump on you, it breaks. So this is really sturdy. So the second con is that when I'm working on my laptop, this does clink on it, and so sometimes it gets annoying because you can never put your wrist comfortably on anything, but the majority of the time I don't even notice it at all. The pros are that it's super easy to get off and super easy to get on. So that's how easy it can come on and off. So that makes me feel very comfortable because I like things I can take on and off. The second pro is that it's really pretty and it's edgy. And depending on your wrist, this just looks better on me than the Love Bangle bracelet. And the third pro is that it wears really well. I'm going to show you how I have not taken this off in let's see, it's exactly 2 years. We got it October of 2018. And it comes with, I'll show you the box and the authenticity certificate and everything, but it shows the date that we got it. But look at how well this is worn. This has been on my wrist since we were at the boutique, and you can't hardly see, I hope this is focusing. There's very minimal scratches. When you go, make sure you ask for the cleaning kit. Maybe they might include it, but they didn't when we were there. I found out about it when we got home. And basically, whenever I sweat a lot and it gets kind of sticky, I just wear it in the shower and it really basically cleans it. You can see all the wear and the scratches, but after 2 years it wears so well. This is one solid piece of gold. This is in the pink gold, which just looks better on my skin tone than the white gold and the yellow gold. So that's the 2-year wear and tear. What I did notice is this is a little bit loose. Let me show you. So point it in near me, clicks in. So after a while, it seems like that's a little bit loose throughout the day. And so I have to kind of click it in, but it's not loose where it's come off. It was probably pretty soon after I got the bracelet. Listen to that. See that? And you can't really tell, but I don't know if everybody's Juste Clou does this, but mine does. But it doesn't bother me at all. This is where mine sits. I kind of like that it covers this part. This is my least favorite part of my Unalomi tattoo. I was just in a big old hurry, so I told my tattoo artist just to make it like that. And I love this part, but I had him design this in a hurry, and I wish I kind of made this a little bit more delicate and included the life choices. And as you know, this is an Unalomi tattoo for yoga. This is where we are born, and then it's supposed to have like twists and turns when we make decisions in life. And then we have spiritual growth and development, and the dots mean that we die. Now, if you wear another bracelet, like I like to wear all my bead bracelets, I used to wear one on this side, but what happened is it got underneath. I was doing Zumba and it kind of pushed up, and then my bracelet fell off, but that's the only time. So don't stack it with anything that'll go underneath it, because once something goes underneath it, it's going to come off. It'll come in the signature leather red box, and it's red on the inside. And then this is the box with the lace gold, and the bottom of the box is leather red as well. Do you like it, Konya? So this is the jewelry box. It has gold lace all over and on the sides. It's so pretty. And then it has this little button to open it. And then it'll open to either a black or a white inside lining. This is black velvet, and it says Cartier right there. All right. So that's the box. And it'll come with this receipt and certificate for authenticity. It'll come in a red leather folder. It'll say what date that you bought it and the unique identifier for your piece of jewelry. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below, and I'll see you again in my next video.